Hi everyone. Okay, today I'm making Soto Ayam. So I will be preparing first all the items that is required for accompaniment when you eat Soto Ayam. So first we're going to do the chili. Here I have chili padi and garlic. It's just basically the chili padi is double the amount of garlic. Okay, so we will boil this, but before we put it into the boiling water, just do a little slit on the chili padi because the chili padi can explode when it's boiling. Okay. Okay, the chili padi, I just snip them a little bit in the center. You can cut into two if you want, but I just snip them in the center. So I'm using 10 green and 10 red, okay, and about 8 garlic. So just bring some water to a boil and just dump all of this in and let it boil until the chili and the garlic is cooked. So this is the finished product. I've added a total of 3 tablespoons of ketchup manis and 2 tablespoons of lime juice. It's very spicy, but for soto, this is what you need. Now that the oil is hot already, I'm going to be frying the peanuts, which will be used to put on top the mee soto when it's done. I'll show you when it's done. You fry this until it's lightly brown, and then you can take it out. Okay, as you can see, it's become nice and brown. So now you can take it out and set it aside, all right? Set it all aside. So these peanuts, although it's just lightly brown, it will get darker when you leave it aside because it's still hot and it's still cooking. So here I have about 5 onions that I've sliced. Now this I'm going to fry to make fried onions. You got to fry it until it's nice and golden brown. Okay, then you take it out and set it aside also. This will be used also to put on the soto, and also part of it can be used to make the begedil. So this you got to keep stirring as you fry it. Well, not all the time, but it's better to stir, then it'll be evenly cooked. And once it gets, all the water has been evaporated from the onions, it will start turning brown. Once it's light golden brown, you can start taking it out, put it on a kitchen towel to drain the oil, and leave it aside. Once it cools, it will become crunchy. Okay? As you can see, the onions now has reduced and it's getting lightly brown. I think another few minutes I'll be able to take this out. Now just remember that don't make the flame too high. Just have it at medium or medium low and slowly cook it. You want to get all the liquid out of the onions and then you will start turning brown. Okay? As you can see here, I've just taken it out. Okay, the amount has shrank a lot from the original 5 onions. So just leave it aside on a kitchen towel and let it cool and it will get crunchy. After that, you can just put it in an airtight container. You can store it in the fridge for a long time in the fridge, and you can use it as and when you want. Okay, I cut up some potatoes. I slice it into just normal slices, and I'm drying them out a little bit, and then I'm going to be frying them until they're soft, okay, for the begedil. So all you need to do is just fry it until the potatoes are soft. You don't have to fry it until they're brown or anything like that. As long as it's cooked and it's soft, you can take it out. Now this is to make begedil or potato patties or whatever you can call it. So you will add some other ingredients to it, mash it up, and then make the begedil. So once the potatoes are soft and it's cooked, Then just take it out and drain it on the kitchen towel. Okay. I'm using back the same oil that I used to fry the onions. Okay. So I will show you when all of it is fried. Okay, the potatoes have been fried. They are soft. So now you need to mash them up to make into Begedil, potato cutlet, or potato patties. Okay, so you will need to add white pepper. Okay. Okay. Add some salt. Okay. And just mash it up, right? Now some people don't like it to be mashed too finely. Some people like a little chunks in there so that when you eat, you know it's potatoes. Now this is the basic recipe. You can add in minced meat and cook the minced meat first, the mince, before you add in here. Okay? And then you make it into patties and then you can fry them. Okay, now I'm going to add in some soup leaves, Daun Soup. Okay, so I use the leaves only, chop it up. Okay, now how much you want to add, it's up to you. Now I'm adding not that much, just enough for flavor. Okay, and then the Bawang Goreng, the fried onions. Okay, just give it a little bit of mash. Okay, just mash up a little bit, the amount that you want to use. Okay, and add this in. So now you know why I fried it in the onion oil. Okay, to give it flavor. Okay, once you added this in, just mix everything well together. Then next, just make the patties. So now that you mix everything well already, just take a good handful, okay, make it into a ball and just press it out. Okay, make sure the corners don't have any cracks. Okay, there's no cracks on them. Then set it aside. Okay. You don't have to make so big, I can make smaller a bit, doesn't matter. The size is all up to you. Okay. This thing, when you will have to fry it later. You coat it with egg, then you fry it. Okay. So I managed to get 10 patties, which I will coat in beaten egg and then shallow fry it until it's nice and brown. Okay. Now, if you think that your patties are a little too soft, you can put it in the fridge for it to firm up before you fry it. That's up to you, but it has never failed me whenever I do this method, right? Okay, now we'll start preparing the paste to make the Soto Ayam. Okay, so here I have 3 tablespoons of coriander seed, 1 tablespoon of white peppercorn, 1 tablespoon of cumin seed, and 1 tablespoon of fennel seed. So I will just fry this for a while just to heat up the spices and get the aroma out, and then we'll grind it. Now if you don't want to use all these seeds, you can use the powder form. Just remember it's 3, 1, 1, 1. Okay, so that is the proportion. And then here I have buah keras, which is candle nut, galangal, ginger, onion, garlic, and serai. Okay, all this will be grinded into a paste together with these spices when I fried them. Okay, Now these are the hard spices that I'll be using: Star Anise, clove, cardamom, and Star Anise. And this is 1 chicken cube for the broth itself. So fry this under a low flame until it becomes very aromatic. Okay, once it becomes very aromatic, take it off the fire, let it cool down before you grind into a fine paste with all the other ingredients. Okay, the spices have cooled down, so put it all together with all the other ingredients that I mentioned: the serai, the candle nut, the ginger, the galangal, the onion, okay, and grind it all together. Traditionally, they will grind the spices separately from the other ingredients, but there is no need to do that. You can grind it all together with some water into a fine paste, okay? Then you can cook it. Okay, so let's start cooking now. So heat up some oil and add in all the hard spices: cinnamon stick, star anise, clove, and cardamom. Okay, so heat this up until it becomes aromatic. Okay, once it's aromatic, then add in all your grinded ingredients. Okay, add in all your grinded ingredients and fry this until it is cooked, until the oil breaks. Okay. Now at the same time, while this is cooking, you have to add in some turmeric. Okay. About half a teaspoon will be enough. Okay, once the spices is starting to bubble and it's cooking, you can add in your chicken cube. Okay? Now you can use chicken powder if you want, and if you're using chicken stock, then just add it when I add in the water. Okay, the oil has already broken at the top. Okay. And you can see the color has become darker. Okay, so now you can add in all your chicken. Okay, add in your chicken. I'm using a few chicken thighs and a few chicken wings. Okay, so put this in, mix it all up well with the spice paste. Okay. You want the spice paste to get into the chicken a little bit, so just fry it a little. Let the outside of the chicken get cooked before you add your water. As you can see, the chicken already, the outer part is getting cooked. It's all turning white. Now once this happens, you can add in liquid. Okay, so now don't add so much liquid initially. Okay, I'm just adding this amount first. Give it a good mix. Okay. Now you're going to let this boil for about half an hour to 45 minutes. Now, what is Soto Ayam actually? Soto Ayam is actually an Indonesian dish which is chicken soup, but it's made in the Asian way, which is contains a lot of spices and all that. So you're making a chicken stew. So let this boil nicely until all the chicken flavor has entered into the broth. Okay, then if you can cover and cook this, you can do that also if you want. Now just let it cook slowly, simmer all the way. You can cook it covered if you want, and then later you can add in more water if you wish. now the broth has started boiling. You can add in your salt. Okay, add salt to your taste. And let it keep on simmering and boiling for about 45 minutes, half an hour to 45 minutes. Okay, so now while the soto is boiling, I'm going to fry the begedil. Okay, so all you need to do is just beat up some egg, coat your begedil in the egg, coat it well. Okay. And just drop it in shallow amount of oil. Now you want to fry this slowly. Don't touch it after you have put it in. Just let it fry slowly on a low flame until it's cooked. Okay. Now you only turn it after you see the top is getting dry, then you turn it. Okay. Otherwise, just let it fry. You don't want to use too much oil because the cutlet can break apart if you use too much oil. Okay. So once you see that the top of the begedil is getting dry and the sides are getting a little brown, then you can flip them. Okay. Okay, the chicken has been boiling for quite a while now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the chicken thighs. Okay. Now traditionally, chicken for Soto Ayam, the chicken is shredded. Okay, so that's why I'm removing some of the chicken. Now some people like to eat the chicken in the soup itself. Now that all depends on you. You can leave the chicken in there if you want, and just eat it like that. But traditionally, they remove this and then they coat this with some turmeric and fry it to make it a little crispy. So, but you can just shred it and then put it on your soto later. So I fried some of the begedil already. This is how it looks like. Okay, we are eating the soto with yellow mee and bihun. Okay, we have blanched this already in hot water with some bean sprouts. Okay, and you can eat soto either this way, or you can eat just with yellow noodles, or just with bihun only, or you can eat with ketupat. Okay, that all depends on you. So now we add the begedil, add in the shredded chicken, and then add in the fried onions, then we add some peanuts, and we add some soup leaf, Daun Soup. Okay. Last of all, we add the gravy. Then you pour the gravy on it. Okay, and last of all, the chili. Now be careful, the chili is very spicy, so add a little bit first, then later you can add more if it's okay. So there you have it, Soto Ayam with noodles. Now can cekik, can voila. Bye everybody.